Lovely viewers and my dear students, this is Ms. Ruchika welcoming you to her channel Mathematics Made Easy. Today is day 2 of our session for trigonometry. We are doing currently the special series 10 days of trigonometry where I bring for you interesting trigonometry problems for grade 9 and 10 students. So today's session is useful for grade 10. This is a session on trigonometry and we have an interesting problem coming up for you. So before we dive into the video, humble reminder, please do subscribe to my channel if you like my videos and find them useful. And now let's dive into the question. So this is an interesting problem for today, and I hope you can see the wonderful bright image of the carousel that is there. So this is carousel is like a merry-go-round. It's like a ride that you usually find in amusement park. So when you go to any amusement park, you will see trigonometry there. Okay, so this is the real life association of math to your daily life. So let's read this problem. A carousel at an amusement park has 20 horses, right? So you see this picture, there are horses or there are, different statues or movables of animals which are put there in that ride, and this merry-go-round takes rounds, right? So it has those 20 horses which are spaced evenly around its circumference, right? And then the horses are numbered consecutively from 1 to 20. So you can see this picture also, 1 2 3 4 5 so on. So we are following this direction, it's clockwise direction, and from 1 to 20 there are 20 horses in this ride of carousel which is in this amusement park in taking rounds. It is given to you that the carousel completes one rotation about its axis every 40 seconds. So how much time is taken? 40 seconds is taken for one complete rotation of this ride. You have to find four things here. There are four parts, A, B, C, D. A part says, what is the central angle in degrees formed by the first horse and horse number 8? So let's go to that part. This is horse 1 position. This is horse 8 position. So I will just draw a little bit here. This is the center of the ride, and from center you need to say from 1 to 8. So I'm drawing with dotted lines. I hope you all can see 1 to 8 means this direction. This angle you need to find, this theta. So theta is the central angle which is made here in you have to find it in degrees, the unit formed by horse number 1 and 8. So from moving from this horse to this horse, this is the direction. So remember, it's clockwise direction that we are looking at, and this is the angle you need to find. That's A part. B part says find the speed of the carousel in rotations per minute. So you need to find the speed, the unit has to be rotations per minute. Then you find the speed of the same carousel, but this time the unit is different, so you need to find for radians per minute. Remember, for theta, for the angle, you have two units. We've talked about this before. One is degrees, one is radians. In fact, in the previous video, we have also seen how we do the conversion, correct? So what is the speed of the carousel in radians per minute? This is the unit given to you. Last is a child rides the carousel for 6 minutes. Okay, so he's taking this ride till 6 minutes. Through how much radians will the child pass in the course of the carousel ride? So radians means, again, we are talking about theta angle, but here the unit is now different as compared to part A. So this is step 1. Whenever you get a word problem, this is a trigonometry word problem. So you highlight important information, you read it maybe 2-3 times till you understand and grasp what the question is saying, what all is given to you, and then we begin solving it. So remember, for math, sometimes, especially in word problems, the answer for the question is given in hidden way in the question itself. So read it properly, highlight important information, and let's now dive in and understand how to solve each part. Okay, so let's dive into the solution now. For part A, we need to find the angle, as you saw, between 1 to 8 number of horse. Now look at the complete circle. Let's find for 1, and then we can easily multiply for these 7 divisions. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. So there are 7 equal divisions. So even if we find for 1, we can just multiply with 7 to get the total angle from 1 to 8 cos. Now, what is the complete angle of a circle? I'm sure you remember, if we are talking in degrees, it is 360 degree. If we are talking in radians, it will be 2 pi radians. Right? So since it is 360 degree and there are how many horses? 20. So for one division, you divide by 20 and you get the angle as 18 degrees. So that's the angle for one division. Between two horses, the angle made is 18. Now all the divisions, all spacing of the horses is equal. So let's multiply with 7 now to get the angle for horses 1 to 8 in between angle. So this is 126 degrees. Right, easy part A. Let's move to part B. In part B, you are asked to find the speed of the carousel and the speed you need to find in rotations per minute. So let's talk about one complete rotation. Now, how much the time is taken, it's mentioned in the word problem. We had highlighted also in the last screen, that is 40 seconds. Now, how many seconds are there in minute? Why we are converting seconds to minute? Because for speed of carousel, you're asked per minute. So we are doing that conversion. So there are 60 seconds in 1 minute. You all know that. So we are going to use this conversion factor and then we get our time in minutes. So what is the time? Let's see. So one rotation is taking 40 seconds. So let's write a proportion to find the speed of the carousel in rotations per minute. So how we are going to be doing, one rotation takes 40 seconds. 1 divided by 40, one rotation divided by 40 seconds. That's the unit. You need to find how many rotations are happening in 1 minute. That means in 60 seconds. So this is the proportion, just cross multiply, do the cross product and you solve for x. So x comes out to be 1.5. So in 1 minute, 1.5 rotations are being taken. So that's easily your speed of carousel in rotations per minute. Now we need to just change the unit. We already have the speed. So for part C, you need to find the speed in radians per minute. So 1.5 rotations are there and you multiply with 2 pi, you get 3 pi. This is quite an easy multiplication. So that's your speed of carousel in the unit of radians per minute. Last but not the least, you need to find how many times the child is taking the rotation. So the child is riding how many minutes? 6 minutes. And in 1 minute, how many times is the speed or how many times is the rotation? 3 pi. So in 6 minutes, how much it will be? So easy. Just remember that thing which I tell you. If you buy a pen for 10 dirhams and you want to buy 5 pens, how much? You just multiply 50 dirhams. 5 multiplied with 10. So similarly, 1 minute it is moving by 3 pi radians. So 6 minutes it will move how much? So just multiply them both and you get 18 pi radians in the course of the carousel ride. That completes the question. It was an interesting problem related to daily life, much useful for all my grade 9 and 10 students. I hope you understood it well. Thank you for watching today's video.